I've got 10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting, County of Starr, Monday, April 24th. Let the record show that we do have quorum, Commissioner Garza being absent. Want to welcome and thank everyone for being here this morning. If everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, any public comments?
There's none, Your Honor.
Okay. We don't have any minutes to, okay. Okay, first item is the vendors list.
Yes, sir. The vendors have been reviewed and are coming for approval.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second. Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is claims.
Claims have been reviewed.
Motion to approve. Second.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have a few presentations. You know, we'd appreciate it if you keep them to around 5 minutes. The first one is Anchor Benefit Group by Mr. David Martinez and Keith Insurance by Billy Keith. Sure, yes. Okay.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. How y'all doing today? My name is Ray Pettis. I'm the Marketing Director for Anchored Benefits and Keith. I'd like to introduce our first speaker would be David Martinez.
Good morning. As my friend said, I'm David Martinez. I am the principal broker for Anchor Benefits Group. My partner, JC, handed out for you all for your review information about us and who we are. Again, briefly, we have 30 years of insurance experience. I myself has insured everything from humans to ostriches. So, we do have plenty of experience in the field of specializing in benefits. And, again, our agency has 3 licensed agents ready to help and serve with employee benefits is our specialty. One of the things that makes us a bit different is our dedication to service, dependability, availability when the employees need any sort of questions or anything. We're always available, and we'll be out in the community helping them as much as possible. And then, again, back in the community, we want to be visible and give back to the communities that help us, and we help them. But anyway, this is a brief information about us, services that we do provide. Open enrollment on an annual basis, processing new employees, new hires, and again, regular utilization. When anyone has a question, we answer it. If we don't have the answer, we'll get it right away. And without taking up too much time, I'm going to hand it on over to my esteemed friend here, Mr. Keith, and he'll take it from there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Judge, Commissioners,
Good morning.
my name is Billy Keith. I'm with Keith Insurance Group, and I have not insured ostriches, but everything else I have. Been in the business since '98. I was a state trainer for 8 years, worked with a lot of the new agents that would come in. I would teach them the business. So I've had a lot of experience in learning and teaching. I know it helps when we're able to teach. It helps us learn our craft more as we're presenting it. So it's really helped me a lot. It was a blessing. My wife and I both run Keith. It's been since 2016. We serve as many people as we can possibly serve. We've given more than we've taken. We serve our church. We serve the community. We do all kinds of things that can help others. We've worked with Ray and his ministry, things like that. We've given back to others. We pride ourselves, just like David said, on education, customer service, and helping others. you know, the job is not really the presentation and not the sale of a product, because anybody can pretty much offer a product. It's once the sale is done, it's being there to help that client get through those tough times, being there in person, whether it's meeting them somewhere or handling them, helping them with their claims. That's very vital in what we do. My admin handles the claims, wellness benefits. Wellness benefits are vital in this type of industry because it helps them use their programs that they are paying for. This is voluntary in most cases. And so they need a reminder on what their benefits do for them, because once they sign up, a month later, they've probably forgotten most of what they signed up for. And it's vital that we're there to remind them the importance and what they do have. Services we offer, you know, platforms. Platforms are crucial in helping you serve your employees better, helping HR with billing and reconciliation and things like that. We offer platforms at no charge to the county and or to any of our clients. And then we negotiate premiums with the carriers. We represent pretty much all the carriers out there, and we help develop strategies with you, become a business partner with our client to help better serve your employees, to offer the right types of programs for them. And I think with me and my wife's and our admin's experience of over 50 years, coupled with David's experience, you know, we can do a lot to help the community and give back and do the right thing for people. And without further ado, I'd like to wrap it up. I know we have 5 minutes, but do y'all have any questions before we wrap this up?
A couple of questions. Where
Yes, sir.
are you on headquarters?
We're both in McAllen?
Well, I'm in Mission.
I'm in McAllen. Yes, sir.
What other counties do you all service right now?
I've worked in Hidalgo, but not currently. I've worked, I currently have Edinburgh, ISD, the city of Edinburgh. I've worked with over 20 schools and municipalities throughout the valley, whether it's presenting or servicing or being there, because I was in charge of quite a few people on a team when I was with AFLAC. So I had the experience in being with larger groups, but we've never been able to work with Starr County. Hopefully that's something that we can help you with.
And what you all offer is a cafeteria plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Cafeteria plans, all benefits, whether it's health insurance, you know, the voluntary products, cancer, accident, disability, permanent, term life, you know, it's all about the education. We can offer all types of programs to help your employees.
Any questions? Well, we thank you for taking time and coming and presenting, and
Yes, sir.
it's a presentation, so no action can be taken, but we appreciate you all coming down.
Okay, well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is D&M Leasing. Jerry Haddad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got something that y'all can look through later. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me be here this morning. D&M Leasing, exactly like the name says, we're in the leasing business. We've been around for 45 years now. Our owner, Mike Hernandez, started the company years and years ago. He has a place down here in the Rio Grande Valley. He's got a ranch. His parents live in Brownsville. And the reason I tell you that is because He grew up here, and he realized and felt like the Rio Grande Valley has been neglected for a long period of time. So he's down here quite a lot. He's very active and involved in the communities, and he has sent me down to the Rio Grande Valley to try to do as much as we can to help the cities, the communities, the municipalities, the counties, et cetera, try to make their budget go further with the monies that they do have. As you know, vehicles continue to get more and more expensive. Back in let's call it 1920, about 1920 till now, vehicles have gone up in pricing tremendously. You're looking at almost a $7,000 increase in price in vehicles. Just in the last 2 years, they've increased about 6,000 or 7,000 just in the last 2 years. Nobody sees any relief. They continue to go up in price. So, and I meant to say 2019, not 1919. 2019 to 2023, prices have gone up tremendously. So purchasing vehicles is not a sustainable option anymore. Vehicle leasing for commercial and businesses have been around for almost 52 years. So counties operate just like a business. They have assets, they have liabilities, they have so much money coming in, so much money that goes out. So leasing will help you to extend that budget. In fact, we just delivered 9 vehicles to, or I think we've got 5 and then another 4 coming to Starr County Sheriff. And they were able to use a small amount of budget to get 9 vehicles. So leasing will allow you to do all of that. We've been leasing to cities and counties around the state. In fact, we're getting ready to be put on the Tex Mast list. That's been a 5-year process with the state of Texas putting us through all kinds of hoops and loops to get onto their Tex Mast list. We've already gotten the verbal confirmation that we'll be put on it. We're just waiting now for the little piece of paper that we can hang on the wall that says so. We are also with Buyboard. We have the exclusive leasing contract with Buyboard, which if you know anything about Buyboard, they usually give several organizations within Buyboard the opportunity to provide services to the state agencies, cities, and counties, but we've got the exclusive one, which then saves counties and cities the tremendous amount of money, manpower to put RFPs or RFQs together. They don't have to do that. We get audited by Buyboard every single year to make sure that the pricing that we put in to take care of the cities, counties, and to win that the co-op is mandated, and they're watched over, and make sure that everything that we do follows all the Buyboard rules. So real quick, how can leasing save the county money? Well, first of all, you don't pay for the entire vehicle. So what you paid for in 2019, a $37,000 vehicle is running you roughly right around $45,000. Continuing prices continue to go up. Supply chain upfits for police vehicles continue to raise. They went up almost 15% in the last 24 months. So you only buy a portion of the vehicle that you're going to use. So if you rotate them out every 5 years or 4 years or whatever that term is for your different precincts or divisions, you don't buy the whole thing. Instead of buying like a $40,000 vehicle, you're only going to buy a $30,000 vehicle because you only pay for the depreciation. How's it going to save you money again? Maintenance. Because when we cycle these out, you're not having to keep vehicles for a long, long period of time, which then causes your maintenance expenses to go up. Fuel, we save you money on fuel. Average 20 to 25% savings on your budget just in fuel, because older vehicles don't have the kind of gas mileage that newer vehicles have. And on top of that, your older vehicles have older parts. Older parts burn fuel not efficiently, but out the tailpipe. So newer vehicles get better gas mileage. Newer vehicles have newer parts, which burns fuel more efficiently, which means you save money on fuel. So the whole aspect is to get you into a vehicle, only use a portion of the vehicle that you're going to have for the 3 or the 4 or the 5 years or whatnot. Swap that out before your maintenance starts to go this way, and then you continue to save. The old adage with leasing is that, well, we don't own it. We don't own the vehicle. But the problem with owning something is you're trying to buy something that continues to go down this way. It loses value until it's worth nothing. And then you continue to put money into something that's worth nothing to keep the nothing going. And that's just the issue that counties and cities continue to have. whenever we go in and do a fleet analysis, their maintenance costs are just, they've paid for the vehicle 2 or 3 times over because it's so old, and they continue to maintain it. And the mindset is, well, let's say the transmission breaks down and you put $6,000 or $7,000 worth of money into the transmission. 6 months later, the air conditioner goes out. Well, what do you say? Well, we just spent $6,000 or $7,000. We're not going to give it up now. So put another $2,000 or $3,000 to fix the air conditioner, and then it just continues to rotate. You end up on a merry-go-round. So we've done this many times. We've done fleet analysis. We can do it for your individual precinct. We can do it for a county. We've done it hundreds of times to find out how much money, what you're doing now, and if you move to leasing, how much money it could save you. And we do a 10-year analysis. We just did one for the city of Westlaco. The entire city will save $3.2 million if they move to leasing rather than continuing to purchase because of their maintenance expenses. They've got vehicles that are 2008, 2007, and they just continue to spend maintenance. So with buy board saving you money on maintenance, with saving you money on fuel, with only using the portion of the vehicle that's there, and then you swap it out, then you get the new one, cycling properly, you can do all of this. And some of the myths about leasing, I'll hit that real quick, is a lot of people think that leasing, you have to have limited mileage. Our leases come with unlimited mileage, so there's never any mileage charge. Can you put holes in the roof and stuff? Absolutely. We upfit police vehicles all the time. So you can put the wheel-in lights, you can put the brush guards, you can do anything that you need. We'll logo it, we'll unit number it, we'll put window tint, whatever you need to get that vehicle to you as a turnkey vehicle, meaning once you get it, put the key in it, turn it, and let it go do it. You don't have to send it anywhere. So we have a non-appropriations clause in our lease, which means that if for whatever budgetary reasons you can't make the payment, non-appropriations will kick in. So, and we have no excess wear and tear on our leases. So we're used to vehicles coming back with dings and dents, humps, bumps, the whole 9 yards. So no wear and tear clauses, unlimited mileage, non-appropriations clause. And how do you pay it? You can do like Sheriff Fuentes, they paid the entire year all up front. Here's the money, and we don't want any monthly payments. Or you can make monthly payments, or you can make semi-annual payments. Heck, you can pay for the whole term over all the 3 or 4 years, whatever that cycle is, all up front if you want to. So we're very flexible in how we do things. So the information that I left you is helpful information. We can do anything that you need to. We can run a lease analysis. I'm going to hang around for the entire court, and if you all have any questions afterwards, or you want to set up a time where we can meet or whatnot, I'll be more than glad to do that. Do any of you have any questions at the moment? I know I ran through it really quick because I only had 5 minutes, but
One question. Is there a minimum number of vehicles that you must purchase or lease
no, sir.
at one time?
No, we have businesses like the plumber who's just starting off and he does one, and then we have big counties. We're working with the county of Hidalgo. We're working with the Cameron County right now. We've done leasing for Brownsville Police Department. In fact, after this, I have a meeting with Edinburgh Independent School District. They want to lease buses. So anything we can lease, and we can also lease equipment as well. So any kind of steer skids or tractors, trailers, bulldozers, we can lease all of that. Any other questions? Like I said, I'll hang around till the end, and if you all have any other questions that you think of or want to set a time where we can meet and discuss this further for your precinct, I'll be more than glad to. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Next presentation is Ms. Requenes from STC.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
We are here this morning to present to you, we come from South Texas College. I am the Operations Management faculty, and we have here Dr. Ruben Flores. He is our department chair and leader of our Bachelor's of Applied Technology and Operations Management. And the reason that we wanted to come here is to promote our bachelor's program, and I'll have Dr. Flores lead us in with some words about the program.
Judge, the reason that we're here is because we've had a lot of students from Starr County in our programs. And we see that our programs, which we have accelerated formats, they're very affordable and they're accessible. We're 100% online. a lot of students from here say, you know what, I prefer to go ahead and do it online because I'm working full-time. And with regards to affordability, paying $900 a term, whether you're taking one course or you're taking 4 courses, that's really what I need, because I can't afford sometimes to pay large amounts of money for the education that I want to get. I need something that's affordable for me and my family. The accelerated part of the program is very, very, I think, good for our students, because they're able to go ahead and finish courses within sometimes a week, week and a half. We have a track called CBE, Competency-Based Education, where they can go into a course. The material that they already know, because they might have experience working in the field, in a profession or in an occupation. And so the stuff they already know, they don't have to sit through it. The stuff that they don't know and they need to acquire, they go to that, they take a pre-test to see what it is that they do know. And then if they get an 80 or above in the pre-test, they can go directly to the post-test. We have 4 to 6 modules in each course, so they go through each module quickly. A lot of our students are finishing courses, like I said, within a week and a half. They're finishing a bachelor's degree within about a year. And we're talking about students who are coming in with about 60 hours from associates, but they're going straight through and finishing that bachelor's in a year. We want to talk to your employees at Hidalgo County, present the programs that we have. She'll go over a little bit about on each one of the programs, but we'd like to present to your employees those programs to see if they're wanting to come in and take those programs through South Texas College. I'll turn it over to Ms. Kennedy.
And I just wanted to let you all know a brief description of 4 of our bachelor's program. Like Dr. Flores mentioned, they're 100% online. And the first one is the Bachelor's of Applied Technology and Operations Management. This program allows the student to learn about operations and also leadership, in addition to being effective, efficient within, an organization. And it teaches them all of that capability. The second one is the one on computer information and technologies, and that one, it's very IT based, and in fact that that bachelor's, at the end you end up with acquiring several certifications from Google. So it's something that, it's a win-win for, the student and also the employers that are looking for that as well. Then the third bachelor's that we also have is the Medical and Health Services Management. So that bachelor's focuses on the management of the health sector, and as you can see, there's a lot of booming going to happen because of the recent events with the medical school and so forth. So that's the degree for that. And then last but not least, we have the organization leadership, which is a bachelor's regarding just like leadership traits and theories. So as you can see, we have a lot to offer, and we would really love the opportunity to present these programs to your employees so we can give them more information. I am also going to be leaving behind a little flyer with our QR code, so you can review that as well and pass it on to your employees.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I can attest that the Commissioners Court has always been very pro-education, and I want to take this time to thank STC for all the services and help that you have been to our community. I think STC has been a great partner with the county and our community, and we look forward to continue that relationship. Having said that, would y'all be willing, when you go talk to our employees, to go, let's say, to Roma, to La Casita, to different areas? Because it's really difficult to bring all the employees into one location, but if we can have 3 or 4 locations where you can go talk to them, that would make it a lot easier. Would y'all be willing to do that?
We'll go anywhere. I am in charge of the recruiting and marketing for the bachelor's programs, so I can tell you, sir, that we will go anywhere that you need us to go.
Okay. Okay, then I guess the other thing, if the court's okay with it, is that you work through HR so that they can work the scheduling with the commissioners and the different departments, and see when it's most convenient for them, and of course for you all.
Yes, sir. We will work with HR and get something coordinated with them.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming by, and this is certainly good news, really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse us.
Okay, moving on, the next item is to approve a proclamation for Mental Health Month. This is by Board of Region.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners.
Good morning.
My name is Cassandra Lopez. I am the CAPS Assistant Program Administrator for Starr County. And we have,
Adriana Garza, I'm the also Assistant Program Administrator for the adult unit.
Sandy Maldonado, and I assist. We're a team, so we all work together to make sure that our services are delivered in Starr County.
I'm the Program Administrator for IDD.
and this morning we are here to approve proclamation proclaiming May as Mental Health Awareness Month in Starr County. So we do have our proclamation, and just to reiterate a part of the proclamation, towards the bottom of our proclamation, it states that Starr County is called upon to recommit our community to increasing awareness and understanding of mental health. By doing this, Border Region is having our 9th annual mental health awareness event in Starr County. This event, we always do try to make it bigger and better. It is open to the community. So far, we have 45, I believe, 45 to 50 vendors who have confirmed for this event. This year, it will be taking place at the KC Hall, and we will have the reading of the proclamation, we will have food, entertainment, and door prizes as well. It will take place on May 11th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. And like I said, it is open to the community. We normally do have over 400 citizens who attend this event. It's always a successful event, and like I said, we always been trying to make it bigger and better.
We'd like to take the time to thank the court and our county leaders for always being supportive, because as you know, some of you have either supported us with either monetary donation. I know that we ran a food drive during COVID. Thank you very much. And so together we continue to be able to provide great services to the people in Starr County. So thank you. Also, we collaborate. We have 3 board members from this community, and I see that Ms. Fuentes is here. So thank you, Ms. Fuentes, for the work that you do for Border Region as well.
Any questions? Well, we thank you all for the work that you all do for our special needs population. Is there a motion to approve the proclamation?
Motion to approve, Your Honor. Second.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. If it's all right with the court, I would like to move to item 14. This is an action item, and this is on a resolution authorizing the resale of some certain struck-off properties. Good morning.
Good morning. Judge, Commissioners. For the record, Jimmy Gonzalez with Linebarger. I'm here today to, as you said, Judge, approve this resolution. We have 8 properties. I don't know if you received it in your packets or not, but there are 8 properties that we previously took judgment on, all of them more than, I think, 4 years ago. We put all these property up for tax sale, at least over the past 2 years or longer. They did not sell. So when that happens, these properties get struck off to the county and all the other tax entities. So in effect, the county and the tax entities own these 8 properties. There's actually 6. 2 of the tracts are combined and fenced in one location. So at this time, we're asking for resolution to approve sale of these properties at a tax resale. A tax resale, what that does is that there is no minimum bid at this point set. On a regular sale, the minimum bid is the taxes owed at judgment or the appraised value, whichever is lower. On a tax resale, we can go below that in order to get somebody to bid so we can finally get this off your account and a taxpayer can start paying taxes. Usually we calculate that to be 25% of what currently is owed in taxes, plus court costs and fees, or the appraised value of the judgment. We're still looking at what the costs are, so we'll set that before the sale. Now, some of these properties are homes. None of them are homesteads. So we have visited these properties over the year at very least 3 times, possibly up to 7 or 8 when I'm looking at. They have made no contact with our office, have paid no taxes. This tax sale is set to go for June 6, 2023. We'll make another property visit. We have an individual go out there, knock and talk on the door, place a sign on the property to please give us a call. That will be done in May. If we find something different, we believe many of these properties, not all, are rental properties, but if we discover something different, we can pull the property and work with the taxpayer. But as of now, for many years, at the very least 3 or 4 years, these properties owners have had no contact with our office and have paid no taxes.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
I
Second.
have a motion, a second to approve the authorizing of the resale. Discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much, Judge Commissioners.
I don't think there's anyone else from out of town that needs to come before the court. If not, we'll go ahead and follow our regular agenda. Item 11 is preliminary approval on Lone Star Ranchettes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lone Star Ranchettes is in precinct 1, and we're asking for preliminary.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Got a motion, a second to approve. This is the final?
No, it's preliminary.
Preliminary? Okay. Discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12 is also a subdivision approval, and this would be for a final, and this is Falcon Ranchettes.
Yes, Falcon Ranchette Phase 2. We're asking for final, and it's in precinct 4.
I so move.
Second.
Okay.
I have a just a quick question.
Sure.
Is it normal to have the transfer of the right of way or the road to the county right after final approval?
Yeah, it should be on the plat itself, where the owner transfers all easements, parks, roadways, and everything, either to the county or the city, depending where it's at. In this case, I guess it'd be to the county, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's, the language is in here?
They're 10-acre ranchettes, and then he's dedicating the road to the county.
Okay. You have any problem with that?
No, no.
Did someone move?
I second.
And second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and then,
Thank
I think that's it. Thank you, Tony. Okay. Item 13 is an action item, and I put this on. This is, as you all know, for years, the county has been giving our taxpayers that pay early in October, November, or December a 3%, 2%, or 1% discount. And the reason that we would do this is because in prior years, the county always had cash flow problems at the end of the year. And the budget starts in October, however, people wouldn't pay taxes till January. So that left us with 3 months that no money was coming in, yet it was a new year and we would run into a bind. So by doing the 3%, that would encourage some taxpayers to pay early. Who would take advantage of this? mainly the big companies, the oil and gas, the green energy, the big companies would take advantage of this, and some local taxpayers. But for someone, the average taxpayer, it would save them $10, $20 on account, where the big companies would save tens of thousands of dollars. I think, I know right now the county is in a position financially that we don't have any cash flow problems. We've got money in the bank. So I think if we do away with this, it would save the county about $250,000 is what it would save. And right now, I think we need that money. You know, and I'll go ahead and throw this out there so that I guess I can start getting criticized. But the fixing of the courthouse is going to take about a 2-penny tax revenue to service the loan for the courthouse. If we do this, that would be about $0.015 that we wouldn't have to do any increase. So that would leave us less than $0.01 left. And I'm going to look for ways in the budget to where we would not have to increase our taxes. Maybe we can lower our M&O by $0.01 plus this money that we would save from the 3%, and that would make the 2.2 pennies that we would need for servicing without having to raise any taxes or have to come up with any additional funding. So that's the reason that I've got this item. You know, I certainly recommend that we do away with it. You know, it doesn't mean that in the future, if we need it, we could always put it back on. But currently, I don't think we need it. And if we're careful with how we spend our money, I don't think that would be a need in the future. So, you know, I'm open to any questions or anything that you all might have.
You're recommending, Judge, that we don't pass it?
I recommend that we do away with the 3% for next year. This year, we've already done it. Yeah, I think very few counties, if any, have it. Like I said, the reason we had it is because we always found ourselves in a cash flow problem at the beginning of the fiscal year. But most counties do not have that because it's money that the county is losing out on. Now, if it will go to our average taxpayer, I'd be all for it. But it doesn't. It goes to the big companies. They're the ones that take advantage of it. So that's and we want to be business friendly. I don't want to get the impression that we don't. We do, but we need that money. And the big companies are making money in our county. So I recommend that we do away with the 3% for next year. Is there a motion either for or against?
If that's your recommendation, Judge, I go ahead and make the motion.
Okay. There's a motion to go ahead and do away with the 3% discount. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
I vote no.
Well, I haven't called for the vote yet, but, okay, so we do have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Let it show on record, I vote no.
Okay, let the record show that Commissioner Peña voted no. Motion carries. Thank you, Jennifer. Item 15 is an action item, and this is to approve an interlocal agreement between Zapata and Starr County for the CDBG Colonia funding, planning and needs assessment.
That is correct, Judge and Commissioners. Basically what it is, it's just going to be a comprehensive assessment for the Colonia. Zapata County will be the lead entity on this. They're going to be doing, the assessment is going to begin from Cameron County, Willacy County, Hidalgo County, Starr, Jim Hogg, Zapata, and Webb County. Like I said, we don't know how long the assessment's going to take. It take about a year, 2 years. Basically what they're looking for is the basic needs for these colonias.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 through 19 are budget amendments.
Motion approved. Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 20 is also an action item, and this is a budget correction.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Did I leave anyone out or anything? If not, it is 10:40 and pursuant to section 551.074, we will go into executive session to discuss order of salaries and for ASO billing claim information. We'll be back. It's 11:40 and we're back in open session. We only had two items that we discussed. One of them was the ASO, and that was just information, so no action is needed. And the other was the order of salaries.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Motion to approve is presented. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and second. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.